Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to be doing this video. I say that now before I get started, so hopefully the happiness continues throughout this whole project. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be attempting to make a sweater with yarn purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I hope that this project turns out. But if you see this video, then you know that it might have, or maybe if it doesn't turn out, I'll still kind of document the whole process. I don't exactly know why I decided to film this intro clip at this exact moment. It is like 3 o'clock on a Monday. I am a mom to a 10-month-old. It has been a Monday, let me tell you. I don't know why we haven't left the house. It's been one of those Mondays. I may look put together from up above. I am wearing sweatpants covered in watermelon juice and just food and stuff from babies. So that is where I'm at on this Monday of Mondays. But let me just dive right in. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could knit a sweater with Dollar Tree yarn. The yarn is $1.25 per 50 gram skein, and this is the yarn that I ended up purchasing. So this is Premier cotton yarn. Full disclosure, I have already worked up a little bit of I have been working a little bit with this yarn just to kind of test it out, see what I think. It is an 85% cotton, 15% polyester, and I've done, a little bit of a swatch, and it is extremely splitty, extremely slippery on metal needles. I like working with metal needles, so I'm going to continue with that, but it's extremely splitty, so that has been a little bit of a challenge. I don't know if you can hear my daughter. She's not napping. She normally takes 2 naps a day, so she's taken her 2 naps, but they were both short, and so she's very tired, and so I thought if I put her down, maybe she'll take a little cat nap, but she's not. She's just playing in her crib, so you might hear her, so I'm gonna make this short. So yes, this is a very splitty yarn. I'm gonna continue working with my metal needles, but yeah, the pattern is a pattern by Darling J'adore. I will put the name up here. It's just a top-down raglan sweater, but I'm gonna be using this cotton yarn from the Dollar Tree. In hindsight, I probably could have done just their acrylic yarn, but I wanted to give their cotton yarn a try. I'm going to go a couple of sizes up in the pattern. I'm gonna knit a size large, hoping that it is a very oversized fit, just because in the swatch I am more of a tighter knitter with cotton, and it I believe will grow a little bit more after blocking it. That is the plan with that. The color is in the color of mushroom. I do believe they are sold out, or they don't make this color online at Dollar Tree. I have so many Dollar Trees around me, but only one of them even carries yarn, so I definitely wiped them of their supply. I took every last skein. So I ended up purchasing 17 skeins at $1.25, so that ended up being like $23 or $24, I think. I don't think I'm gonna need all of these actually. I think I would probably need like maybe 14, we'll see. So it might end up being a sub $20 sweater, which is crazy, even store-bought, much less hand knit with yarn. Yeah, I am very excited to get this project started. If my daughter does go down for a nap, I will go ahead and cast on this sweater. If not, it will be started hopefully this evening. But I think that's all that I have to say. I'm just going to document the process of me making it a very fun vlog, hopefully. Yeah, I am excited. I don't know how long this is going to take me. Hopefully not too long. I am very excited for this. So go ahead and just grab something cozy to eat or drink, sit back, relax, and maybe take out your own knitting or crochet project as you come along with me as I document my journey making a sweater out of Dollar Tree yarn.
Baby, and twist myself at the
It is currently Wednesday morning. So I wanted to do a quick little update of my sweater so far, kind of a check-in. Yep, I have it in this craft project bag. I showed this on my last podcast, but I got them from Amazon. You can get like 16, I think, for $20, which is great. Let's talk about the sweater. I am over halfway done with the yoke. It is Wednesday morning, like I said, and so this is day 3. I started this Monday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So day 3. I am really pleased with the progress that I have gotten. I should be, because I've been working on it a lot. I have been ignoring other things like laundry and cleaning. Obviously, like, my daughter is priority. I say this all the time. She comes first. So anything she needs or anything I need to do for her, I make sure that's done first. Any nap times when she goes to bed at night, I got up at 5 this morning and did some knitting this morning. So those are the times that I can focus solely on knitting. So all that to say, I have gotten some good progress. So this is what I have so far. And yeah, I'm loving it. Like I said, I think I said, I am knitting a size large for a few different reasons. One being, I'm a tighter knitter, I think. I think that anytime I knit a garment, which has only been a couple of times, I go up a size, but it still ends up being really small. It fits me different. So I decided to go up to a size large. Also, the pattern does use a worsted weight. Like I mentioned, I think this yarn is more of a DK weight. I'm using a 4.5 millimeter with it. So yeah, I'm doing a size large. I think actually it will stretch a bit once I block it, which is great. I really want this kind of oversized hoodie type of feel because it is going to be a cotton garment rather than a wool or a blend of some sort. So it is cotton, so it's going to be thinner, which is going to be perfect for the climate that I live in. I live in Phoenix. I mean, even today it's 100 degrees and it's mid-October. Yeah, it doesn't get that cold. Well, I say that. I think it does get cold in the winter, and then if you go up north to like Flagstaff and Sedona, like that actually gets like really cold. So I am halfway done with the yoke. I have, I think, 20 more rounds to go of alternating end creases and regular knit rows. I don't know that I would get it done today, but I would like to. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to finish the end creases today, but I'm sure tomorrow I will. And then I think I split for sleeves and then do the body. And this is a split hem rib, and I've never done that before. I think it'll be pretty easy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The yarn is not the most fun to work with. It's definitely very rough. I like the cotton fabric once it's completed. I just don't particularly enjoy working with the cotton. It is definitely very rough on my fingers. I think if it were to be a cotton blend, like cotton and something more soft, I think it would be more enjoyable. But the cotton and polyester blend from the Dollar Tree yarn is not the most fun to work with. I will give it that. But for the price of each skein and then for the fabric feel that it's working up to be, I'm pleasantly surprised. I will say that. Okay, I am here with an update. It is Friday morning. I was able to do a little bit of knitting this morning, but I don't think I talked to you in the past couple of days, and I've made some decent progress in the sweater, and I'm very very excited for it. So let's go ahead and just talk about that. So I've actually kind of mapped out kind of how long it's going to take me to finish this sweater and all that sort of thing. So I actually think I can get this done by mid next week. We'll see if that actually happens. But here's what I have so far. I am getting some good progress done. I am so excited. I'm just so excited, pleasantly surprised at how much I'm working on this. Yeah, oh my goodness, I have done so much of this. I was going to update after I split for sleeves, but I just have been flying through it and it's been so great. And actually most of this sweater I've been knitting it Continental. I don't know if I've said that. In my last podcast I mentioned how I've just tried so many different ways to kind of, ease any sort of wrist or joint pain, knit faster, have good tension, everything like that. I was doing flicking and that worked pretty great. Then I just tried Continental again and it has been, it's clicked. It's clicked for me because the past few times that I've tried it, it just hadn't clicked. I tried it again and it's worked great and I am loving this. I am so excited. Today is Friday, like I said, and I am hoping to have the body and the ribbing, just the whole body done by Sunday. So I just have, the pattern does call for quite a bit of ribbing. And it does call for a split hem, and I think I'm going to not do the split hem and kind of make this more like a hoodie-ish type of feel, like a sweatshirt feel. So hopefully that turns out, but I'm going to not do the split hem and I'm just going to do the ribbing. So there is quite a few inches of ribbing, so I'm going to try to finish the body and the ribbing by Sunday. That is the update of where I'm at. I am just having a lot of fun, and there was a point when I was still working on the yoke and I started just kind of getting in my head and doubting myself, and I was like, why am I even doing this? Should I even continue this video? Should I continue this challenge to myself? Like, is this worth it? Do I want to keep knitting? I'm sure we've all felt that throughout different projects and challenges and stuff, and I just thought, why am I doing this? Is this video even worth it? Is it even something that I should be spending my time on? But if I made it this far, I'm going to it's going to be a personal challenge to myself, and so I decided to power through. And then once I got to the body, stockinette in the round, continental knitting, like it's gone really fast. Like I've already completed half of it yesterday. I've got half more today, but now I'm like, okay, I'm spurred on again. I got a second wind and I'm gonna finish. I think this is a really fun challenge to myself, and it's been really, really fun, and I will definitely give my full review and thoughts and ideas and everything, opinions, experiences with this yarn from Dollar Tree. But overall, I am enjoying the process for sure. So that's gonna be it for this update. I'll try to do more clips and everything like that. I feel like most of the clips have been just me chatting, but I definitely don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, so that's the update for now. My husband took our daughter to get coffee. He likes taking her on little coffee dates. It's so cute. He's been doing that since she was born. And so they're out just enjoying the morning. So I am going to maybe get a couple rounds of knitting done. So I think that's great. But yeah, okay, that's the update for now. I'll check in a little bit. Okay, I just want to do a quick update, and I know that I don't have the microphone on me, so hopefully the sound is just okay. It is currently Saturday afternoon. My husband ran out to get us tacos for lunch, which sounds just wonderful. I just laid Ava down for her nap. I am still working on the body of the sweater. I'm working on the ribbing. I'm almost done with the ribbing. Oh, I just dropped stitches. I was working on it and I just set it down so I could do a quick update. But yeah, so I'm almost done with the ribbing, and I've, for sure made some mistakes. So I don't want to talk on this too much. I'm sure I'll go into more detail in my next podcast, but I was doing flicking. I was flicking for knitting. I switched my process to flicking, and then once I kind of conquered continental, it was just it clicked. And so this whole sweater basically has been continental knitting, but it was all pure stockinette when I started. So once I got to the purl section for the ribbing, it took me a minute to get that. It took me several rows. I would do that. For some reason it didn't seem to work, so I would switch back to English knitting, and then when I would switch back, somehow it just kind of messed up. So I can show you more detail later, but I'll just show you a quick little example. It's actually more down towards the front, but you can kind of see here just some kind of mess ups along the ribbing. And that was kind of when I would switch back from English to Continental. So I don't know why that was messing up. I was doing something wrong when I would do Continental. It took me several rows to conquer that, but the minute I did, it just works so well. So I'm able to knit ribbing so much faster. So I have just like 3 more rounds and then I'm gonna bind off and be done. The section that is messed up, I'm just gonna make that the back section. I am modifying the sweater a little bit. I'm not doing the split hem. I'm doing a few rows less just because I did go up a size, and so the sweater is starting to become really long. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to do a few more rows. I'm going to bind off and then get the sleeves started. I'm actually ahead of my schedule, my personal schedule that I made. I am going to work on this knitting project. I'm actually going to sit in the chair. I'm currently on the floor, but I'm going to work on this and then watch some TV. I started the show The Mentalist. It's kind of an older show, several seasons worth of it, and it's good. It is like if Criminal Minds and Psych had a baby, it'd be The Mentalist, is kind of how I'm viewing it as, because it's more serious than Psych, but it's the same concept of Psych. I think Psych actually came out before this show, or roughly around the same time. So yeah, it's an older show, but I'm enjoying it. It's on Roku for free, so I'm just streaming it that, and so I've watched a few episodes, and it's fun, and it's a good time. So yeah, I'm going to watch that, finish up the ribbing, eat some tacos for lunch, and just enjoy the rest of the Saturday. So it's currently Sunday, and Sunday morning, and I've already started the second, I've already started the second sleeve of my sweater, which is insane. So when I started this, I think I actually even mentioned I wasn't trying to do a timeline of when I wanted to complete this project. But then 2 days ago, I thought, I think I can finish this in a week. And tomorrow will be a week, and I think I can do it. So I am so excited. And as you've seen, I have already tried on the sweater. I showed you a little clip, and it fits. And I mean, it's huge, and I'm sure when I block it will grow even more, but I really wanted just an oversized fit. So I did modify a little bit. I didn't do as much ribbing on the bottom and the hem. I did more stockinette. And I just like that look better anyways. But I just want to do a quick check-in and just say, like, I'm trudging away. I have worked so long and hard on this, and tomorrow will be a week, and I guarantee I will have it finished tomorrow, which is just insane and so exciting. So yeah, hopefully the goal is to even get the sleeve done today, block, and tomorrow I can wear it and close out this video and just give you more details and let you know the final costs of the product as well. Also, my husband said that he is taking me and Ava out to do something, and he won't say what, but he did say I could knit in the car. So I'm thinking a road trip. So I'm thinking I will get some more done. So that's why I feel hopeful that I can finish the second sleeve today, because I did one sleeve yesterday and I think I can do a second sleeve today. I did stay up pretty late last night working on the first sleeve, but that's okay. But I'm just like, I am so excited, and the fact that it actually fits and it's something that I would actually wear. There are definitely lots of mistakes, and my husband was like, no one's gonna notice. Like, he is like, no, like a non-knitter is never gonna notice any mistake. And he's like, I don't even notice anything, because I was trying to show him, because like I said, I've pretty much been knitting this whole sweater continental. So once I got to the ribbing, it took me a little bit to get the hang of purling continental, but then once I did, it clicked. But there were a few mess up rows. But yeah, I'm just going to put that in the back and you can't really tell. But I am so excited. It's just so fun and rewarding, because there were so many times I just thought, why am I doing this? I'm not going to finish. This is going to take forever. Do I even want to make this into a video? You know, all these thoughts. And I'm just so glad that I persevered, and I'm almost done. So the next time you see me, I think I will have it completed and I will do the final talking about the sweater. And I'm so excited. I finished it. Okay, I am so excited. I'm going to make this clip very, very short, because I've already edited the previous clips for this video and it's already pretty long. So I don't want to make it even longer, but I finished the sweater. So I'm sitting down here to just talk kind of details, my thoughts, my review, and how much this actually cost. I am drinking coffee in this mug that my sister actually made. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's actually my favorite tea mug. I think it's the perfect size for tea. But I made a pot of coffee and I'm just going to drink it. So yeah, so it's Monday afternoon. I finished the sweater last night. So that means I made this in 6 days. I blocked it last night and let it dry. And I'm so excited. I'm trying to talk a little bit quiet. Both my daughter and husband are actually taking a nap. It's been one of those days. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly film this and actually get this video out today, I hope. So let's talk about this sweater. So yeah, I finished it. Let me back up here a little bit so you can kind of see. I will insert, or I probably already inserted, some clips of me wearing it. The sweater actually shrunk. So how I blocked it is I just soaked it in cool water and then let it just dry, air dry. And I kind of like stretched it out a little bit. But yeah, it did shrink. So normal cotton clothes that you buy from a store, I know that they shrink. But I was reading a different pattern that had called for cotton yarn, and it did say that the pattern grew a lot. And so I had that in the back of my mind that this particular pattern, that the cotton would also grow. The pattern, of course, that I used called for wool yarn, and I decided to use cotton. So I should have, well, I didn't know, but moving forward, if I were to do this again with cotton, I would make the sleeves extra long. I actually did end up following the amount of rows that the pattern called. I just did more stockinette than ribbing, which actually I like that. I like the amount of ribbing that I did. And I did like this pattern because it did say the number of rows rather than inches. I don't like working with inches just because I want to make sure both sides are even. And this is actually really warm. It's very warm, and it feels very comfortable. Like, I really like the feel of it. And yeah, it definitely, is very oversized. So let's go and just talk about more of the kind of logistics of this sweater. So I decided to knit the size large in the sweater, and normally I'm a size small, but I wanted to do a size large because I want it to be big and oversized, and I'm glad that I did because it did shrink up the length. The width, it's still nice and big. And then I also decided to go down a half size of the needle because this cotton yarn, it does say that it's a category 4, a weight 4, worsted weight. I found it to be more of a DK weight, so I ended up doing a 4.5 millimeter needle size, and so that also made it a little bit smaller. So yeah, I am happy with the size that I did, and I think maybe over time, maybe it will stretch out a little bit, and if not, it's still a good size because, I tend to kind of keep my sweaters rolled up anyways, so I might end up being okay, and it's very comfortable. So yeah, so this is yarn I've purchased from the dollar store. I ended up using, I wrote it down, I have all of my notes here. So I ended up using 13 skeins. I had purchased 17, so I ended up using 13, and that cost me $16.25, with it being $1.25 per skein. So it ended up being a $16 sweater before tax, and that's just crazy. Even buying a sweater at the store, you're not going to spend $16. Albeit I did spend 6 solid days working on this, so it's definitely a lot. The yarn itself was not fun to work with, but I do like the fabric that it created. I will say that. The yarn was very rough on my fingers as I was working. I know I had mentioned earlier, but it is very splitty, but once you do a few rows, you kind of get the hang of it, and it ended up not being too bad. But the yarn is very rough on my fingers as I was working, so that wasn't very fun, but I did get used to it, and it ended up not bothering me as I worked on it. Would I recommend this yarn? I would say I would recommend it. I would say maybe not try to do a sweater in 6 days with the yarn because that's a lot. Yeah, I do like the fabric that it ended up creating, and for $1.25 to make a whole sweater, like that's really good for that price of yarn. The pattern itself, I loved the pattern. It's very, very easy, simple as you can tell, just a ribbed collar, no short rows, no shaping, stockinette body, and just ribbed wrists and hems. So very, very simple pattern. I will definitely be remaking that same pattern, probably with a different yarn. But yeah, the pattern itself I loved, and I was able to make this in 6 days. So overall, I'm very, very happy, very, very pleased. And I guess I would recommend this yarn, and I probably would make another sweater with this yarn. I would recommend metal needles because it is splitty, it is slippery. But if I were to do wooden needles, it probably would catch a little bit more. Maybe you wouldn't be able to knit quite as fast. Yeah, I would also say my needles are a little bit more blunt, so I think sharper needles would be even better next time. But I think that I would make the same sweater with the same yarn, or different sweater, same yarn. Yeah, I would not reuse, but I would use the yarn from the dollar store again, just maybe not anytime soon. And now that I know what it feels like, I can kind of mentally prepare. I'd probably take a little bit of a slower time making it, maybe not focus solely on it, to kind of take my time with it and enjoy the process, and give my fingers a little bit of a rest from the rough yarn. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did make it this far, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It's totally free for you to do. Very simple, one click, but it does help me a whole lot, and it does get this video and other videos out for others to see as well. And that just really it means a lot, and it's very fun for me to kind of see the community that we are building here. All right, my friends, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.